Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Elliot, and welcome to another line dance video blog. I wanted to talk about choreography and choreographing and coming up with a dance and what goes into that and just everything that I can hopefully come up with just off the top of my head right now. So, I think the easiest question to start with that everybody I feel will start with is I'm going to choreograph a dance and make it get into a club. And that is the most simplified thing. And most people don't know what goes into that. I mean, admittedly, I didn't know what goes into that when I choreographed my first dance. I guess I should say, right off, even though I have two dances that are in clubs, I don't really consider myself a choreographer. I'm just a person that likes to dance, and I just really liked the dances that I choreographed, and I'm just glad that other people did as well. I'm not like a choreographer in the sense of, everybody else that I'm going to talk about in this video. I just really liked the two songs that I picked, and it just happened, and I'm just like a normal person and I feel like everybody can and should do this, but it's not as easy as just, oh, hey, let's come up with an amazing dance, and then it'll just be in a club. And that's what I want to talk about. My journey started, obviously when I first started line dance, and all of these different dances were out already. Hicktown, After Party, all of these just dances were out. And they were all made by choreographers, and I started realizing that when I started doing videos, and I had to give credit to choreographers, and I started noticing the same names, and you'll start to notice that, there are a lot of choreographers that all live in different parts of the world, different countries, different states, and most of them, if not all of them, not all of them, most of them live just in other places that are not California. And so some big names that come off the top of my head, Donna Manning, Anne-Marie Dunn. Anne-Marie Dunn actually goes to Branding Iron, so she lives in California. Brenda Shadow, or Shadow, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Joe Kinsner, Guyton Mundy, Rachel McEnany, Trevor Thornton, Larry Bass. You'll come across a lot of these names over and over the course of your journey into looking up dances that we do. And all of them are amazing, obviously, because we do their dances. And so there's kind of an idea that the only people that can be choreographers, or at least when I started, the only people that could be choreographers have to have their own established background history. They have to have a background in dance, and they own their own bar, or they're teachers at their own bar, and they have school learning and training and all of these things, and it was how could I be a choreographer? I'm just a dancer that likes to dance. It wasn't until I learned My Kind of Night, and it was choreographed by my two friends, Jeremy and Kristen. When I found out that they're basically just kids my age, or younger and older, I don't know. But around my age. When I realized that they were just normal people like me, that just go to clubs and they just like to dance, that's what encouraged me to put into the idea in my head that maybe I could do this. There was a club called the Yoast, and Greg, the DJ, he basically let us do a lot of whatever we wanted to do. If we suggested just random songs, like pop songs or hip-hop songs, to do to country dances, he would just let us do it. And I always wanted to come up with a dance, but it wasn't until realizing that Jeremy and Kristen, that were just normal people like me, when they choreographed that dance, that I could probably do that. So I knew I wanted to choreograph a dance to a Taylor Swift song, and that was because when I started, nobody was playing Taylor Swift anything in clubs. And that was when she was country, and nobody was playing Taylor Swift anything. They never played her songs as two-step songs, and so I wanted to choreograph a dance to Red. I have an entire video of that entire journey. I'll link you right here, so I won't have to talk like a lot about that. But suffice it to say, I took it to the Yoast, and right after I choreographed it, and Greg let me demo it, and we came out with a video, and then it just kind of blew up. Now, when I say it just kind of blew up, what I mean is a lot of my friends were saying that they liked it, and then somebody said, tagged Carrie, teacher at the ranch, if we could start doing it at the ranch. Carrie liked it, and so then she learned it, and then we just started doing it at the ranch. Now, there's a very hidden key within that like last paragraph of what I just said. And it's not a lot of my friends liked it. It's the fact that Carrie did. And that's the biggest thing to getting a dance into a club. It's not having a million people like a dance. It's having the teacher that teaches there like it enough to where they want to teach it and to where they want to just try it out. I mean, because they're taking time to try to put a dance onto the floor, and it's their own time when they could be doing other things. A million of your friends could like it, and it definitely helps, but if a teacher just doesn't like your dance or a dance, then it just won't happen, and that's just the really sad reality of it. And it's just a thing. And so, like, I guess the next question would be, what is a good dance? And I have no answer for that. Mostly because you see dances like Electric Slide on a dance floor. And you see dances like Hicktown and Gimme Gimme. And I don't necessarily like any of those. But they're there because when you teach a dance, people who like easy dances love those dances. And so a vast majority of country bar people are beginners. And so when you teach an easy dance as a lesson, then that's something that they'll always know and something that they'll always get. If you teach a dance like Want to Want Me, for instance, by Roy Hedisberto, it's hard. And so it might be a really cool dance, but if it's too difficult, then it will, at least the country bars that I go to, it'll be harder to teach new people who have never danced a day in their life and to get it, even though there are advanced dancers, but you also have to please like beginner dancers. I don't know, it's really weird, and that's the struggle. That is hashtag the struggle of being a choreographer. It's both getting a teacher to like a dance and what is a good dance. Shake It Off and Loving Me is Red. While they're both easy, they're both 64 counts, which is basically why I didn't even really think that they would actually get into clubs, because it's a lot, and Shebangs is the only other 64 count dance out there, and until I came up with mine. And a lot of people like them. And then there are other choreographers that introduce 32 count, no tag, no restart dances, and they don't get out there because they're harder than mine. For instance, like Good Time is a 48 count dance, whereas Walk the Line is a 26 count dance. But which one is harder, you know? Counts don't necessarily matter. So if you think that a dance is just going to be easy because it has less counts, that's not always true. And so it really just, if I wanted to give you a perfect example, this is my atypical perfect example of an easy dance that is just club worthy, and it just has club written all over it. Going Ham by Trevor Thornton. It is a 32 count, easy, 2-wall dance. Is it 2 walls? It doesn't even check. It's 2 walls. It is a 2-wall, 32 count, easy dance with both a restart as well as a tag into a restart. So it's easy to where beginner people can look at it and say that it's easy and then try to pick it up. But it's also good enough with the tags and tag restart, with the restart and tag restart, to look interesting for advanced dancers. And so everybody likes it. It's the perfect example of a mix between a beginner and an intermediate dance without being too hard, or without being too easy. And that is like the perfect example of a dance that club people look for. And that's why that dance moved from just being a random lesson to being played all the freaking time. What goes into putting out an actual dance? When I came up with Loving Me Is Red, I didn't know anything. I just came up with a dance that I really liked. I didn't come up with a step sheet. I didn't come up with anything. I knew the moves and I could teach them to people, but I didn't know how to write a step sheet. Carrie actually helped me write a step sheet, and that is the first thing that you have to do. Have to do. You can't just make a demo video and, walk through it step by step. You can't make a demo video of you just demoing it. You have to write a step sheet. A step sheet has to happen. Before the days of YouTube, that is the only thing that choreographers and teachers had. And so people that are trained in teaching know how to read step sheets, and that's really like their Bible of how to do a line dance. It's not videos, and it's not like how it is now. Copper Knob, Kick It, those are two websites that are just loaded with step sheets, and you have to have a step sheet. That's just bottom line. That is the most important thing. And after you have a step sheet, it's just knowing the right people. It really is. It's just like having connections with a line dance teacher at a club, because they're the ones ultimately that are going to like or dislike a dance that you show them. And it's their choice whether or not they want to teach it, because it is, again, their time on, that they're choosing to teach a dance, and they're using energy to try to put that dance out there. Carrie, I've just known for a really long time, and she just really liked my Loving Me Is Red dance, my Shake It Off dance, and they just started spreading to everywhere. Shake It Off especially, that went literally to everywhere. Anne-Marie taught it at Stagecoach, which was insane to me. Cindy at Cowboy Country absolutely loved it because she loves Taylor Swift as well. And I mean, like, another big thing that I didn't have to deal with because nobody was really making Taylor Swift dances is the song that you're choosing popular? Leerin King at the Branding Iron, she came up with a dance to Crash and Burn. And Anne-Marie, with her enormous Facebook power, she videoed it, demoed it, did a step sheet, and it just took off. And it just spread everywhere, and it's just, we do it everywhere. In Coots, Cowboy Country, The Ranch, obviously Branding Iron, 66, where she teaches, and that just became the dance. My friend Noah came up with a dance to Crash and Burn called Deja Vu Again, which I absolutely love. He showed it to me. It's like my exact style of dance, and I love it. Not to say that Leerin's is bad, but just my own style. Like, I really love his dance. But because the other dance was already, like, just enormously popular, that's just the dance that we do. And it's just like when it's about uniformity as well. A lot of clubs a lot of like our surrounding clubs, like, they're all interconnected. And so they all try to choose amongst each other the dances that are going to be that dance. I think Kick the Dust Up was an exception, because some people are doing, I forget his name, but the one version, I think it's Larry Bass, but they're doing that version, and obviously at the Ranch we're doing Kick and Dust because Carrie came up with it. And so, like, you'll have, like, those kind of differentiations. But again, it's hard. What I'm saying is it's hard. It's hard to just come up with a dance and have it be taught somewhere. It's not just coming up with a good dance and having it be taught everywhere. It's a lot more than that. I came up with the dance. I'll link you here. Up with that dance, and I love it, but it's hard, and it has a restart, and the song is old, and it's not country, and it's different, and it's hip-hop, and so it's like, I really like that dance, but I understand that in the normal sense of country bars and what they are here, that's not a dance that could be feasibly taught, even though it's not any harder than dances that are already out there, like Fake ID or Four on the Floor or Chill Factor. And so that is not the standard either. It's not like I can't come up with a hard dance. Like, it's not, the question that you should be asking yourself is not, is it like I can't come up with a hard dance, I can't come up with an easy dance. It's that, it's difficult, man. It's really hard to come up with a dance and have it be taught at places. It's a lot of luck. It's a lot of song choice. It's a lot of timing. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. Perfectly Confused, my friend Jessica's dance. I posted it, and a lot of our friends liked it, but it never went anywhere until I reposted it and tagged a couple of people, and then all of a sudden it just took off, and now it's everywhere. It's weird. It's freaking weird. Like, so can you be a choreographer? My closing statement is yes. Yes, you can. You can choreograph a dance. You can get it out there. And you should. Because I don't think, from way back when, I don't think that all of the choreographers should be established 10 years of dancer training people. I think it should be people like us. People that go to clubs all the time, that spend money to make it, and that aren't doing this as a job, that aren't doing this because they're getting paid, that are doing this because it's fun, and they're doing this because they love to do it, and because it takes them away from all of the other problems in their life. People that are dedicated towards line dancing, people that are that love to dance just because they like to dance. People that have the passion for the dance that they're going to come up with, that they can represent at a club by being there. Those are the people that I feel like they should be able to come up with a dance and have it be taught. Because I think it is the ultimate dancer stamp of approval when you can come up with the dance just being a normal country bar person and have it be taught at a club that you always go to. It just feels like the highest honor that you could possibly obtain as just a normal country bar person. And so that, for that reason alone, I feel like you should come up with a dance that you could love and that you can get behind. Come up with a step sheet. Come up with a demo. Post, tag people. Promote it to like country bar like teachers and have them check it out and see if they like it. And that's it. I just think that as a normal country bar people, we should be able to, in California, I think we should be able to have the dances that we do made by the people that dance here. I just think that would be really, really cool. That, like you could just see your friends and all of a sudden you're just like a line dance celebrity because, like a song comes on and you're like, oh my God, this is my dance. From a club standpoint, I think it's really smart to have the dances that we do choreographed by dancers that go to that club or to clubs around, because they'll start promoting your club and they'll start going to your club and they'll start inviting their friends, obviously. because then they can do their own dances. And if everybody else loves them, it just, I don't know, I think it'll just snowball. And that's what I'm trying to do with my friends. My friend Haley, who came up with Dance With Me, my friend Jessica, who came up with Perfectly Confused. I support all of my friends that come up with dances, and it's just because I think it's just a cool idea, and I think it's just the highest honor that you could bestow upon a line dancer. But that's it. I'll see you guys next time.